What's going on, guys? Awesome back, and today I'm going to be telling you guys the best defensive strategies in Rainbow Six Siege, the best defensive strats you can run to guarantee round wins in Rainbow Six Siege. These are going to be great. I'm going to be showing you guys what to do, what operators to run, and what each operator and person should be holding and doing within the round. I think these are great. These are, really, I wouldn't say like really advanced, but obviously they require some coordination. So you can do this with however many people you want, kind of break it down. You can, obviously these are going to be like 5-stack things. So I'm going to be telling you guys like kind of like what 5 operators you should bring and stuff like that. Obviously, if you do not have 5 people, you can tweak them and put your own variation on it. So if you do not play with 5 people still, I would watch this video and learn some of these, because you're going to be able to maybe break these down and be like, if you are playing with 3 people, run like 3 of the roles and they will still probably work. So yeah, enough yapping, let's get straight into this video. All right, so the first strat is going to be for the wine cellar basement hold on Chalet. The operators you are going to need to run for this basement strat are going to be, first up, a Zami. Then you're going to need to bring a bandit or a Cade. Then you're going to want to bring a mute. Then you're going to want to bring a Wamai. And then lastly, you're going to want to bring a Malusi. All right, so first up, we're going to talk about what Azami should be doing. So Azami, basically, all she has to do is just put her gadgets in the right place. So put these Kiva berries in the right place. So one, you're going to put on these fireplace stairs here, right, like literally right here. Throw that right there. Then you're going to come down. You're going to put your next one on blue, right? So you can watch this kind of one-way angle. Then you're going to come over to wine cellar. Throw this right on the edge of this, so you can get an angle here, plus you can play off there. This is also going to cover a lot of the site. Then you're going to throw your next one right on this wine bottle. You can get this angle here, get this angle here. And then your last one, I think, is a lot of preference. There's not really a correct way to put this right, but you can put it like here. You can put it, if you want to play more of an extension off of this. So like, say we want to just do this. So I'll throw this like low so I can peek still head height. You can swing off this. Just makes this kind of place a little narrower, but that's basically all Azami needs to be doing. All she needs to do, if you have extra time, obviously you can go up and get this wine hatch, but it is not required. So yeah, that is all Azami is going to be doing. And then Azami, honestly, probably, and then Azami, all you're going to play, and then your Azami is all, and then all your Azami is going to be doing is just playing and contesting this wine. So you're going to be contesting this, wine door, plus obviously you're going to be testing this breach. And you can also contest the backside, but I'd focus a lot of your attention on playing wine. All right, so next up is going to be your wall denial. So this can be bandit or Cade. I am on Cade for this example, but bandit works too. All you're going to do as the wall denial is you're going to be getting these 2 walls here. Then you're going to want to come over and make the rotate there, and you're going to just basically reinforce. So that's basically all you're going to do. You're going to be reinforcing in the prep phase, reinforcing these 2 walls, reinforcing these walls in wine, making the rotate, and then reinforcing these 2 walls there. And then when the round actually starts, your job is to not let them get the breaches. So you're going to be K-tricking as best as you can. You're going to be K-tricking here, and then, if you're able to get the thermites, that is great. Make sure they do not get both walls, though. So if you are not able to successfully K-trick here, make sure you play back by this, you can play by this Azami that's going to be here. You can play back here, but do not let them get red and, the main snow hatch, because that is going to be very bad. You basically are going to want to be K-tricking, and then you can also, if you are not able to K-trick successfully, and maybe they just have this open, you're able to play connector, and I would say that's where Cade is going to be playing. So your job is to reinforce, make the rotate, Cade trick, or bandit trick, and then make sure they do not get both walls. All right, so as Malusi, all you're going to do in the prep phase is basically put down your stuff. Put down your stuff. So one Malusi is going to go here. You can put this kind of anywhere else. You could probably, can you put, I don't even know if you can put that on the bottom, but you're going to put this on main stairs and kind of by here. I think this is a good place because it can test both. You're going to put one over by the main stairs way. Then you're going to put your other one by blue hall, just in case, blue stairs, just in case they do get down and are slip by. You're going to get a good sound cue there. And your last one's actually going to go over here by the wine cellar door, right by trench. Just so, because like you're gonna have the Azamis, the array of Azamis, plus you're gonna have someone playing in blue, which is gonna actually be Malusi. So it's gonna be very hard for them to push in here, especially with the Malusi there. But yeah, All your job is on Malusi, all your job is on Malusi is going to be holding this blue. So it's going to be holding these blue stairs, or help holding this wine cellar. So, you know, obviously where the push is going to come is where the push is kind of going to indicate where more you're playing, because if you're, you know, they're doing more of a back push, you're going to be, you know, kind of putting your attention more over there. But I think this is great because you're going to have this Malusi here to, if you are playing over here, have that sound cue if someone sneaks up on you and get an easy swing. But then you are also here to help play this, you know, main stairs walk down and the main, you know, snow garage breach. So yeah, Malusi, you are pivotal in holding this defense, because this is power position. If you give this up, chances are you're going to lose this round. So yeah, Malusi, you're going to need to lock in, and this is what you need to do. Next up, we have Wamai. So basically, for Wamai, you are going to be setting up the upstairs. So you're going to be getting this fireplace hatch, and then if we look, you're going to be getting this kitchen hatch right here. So this is going to be the wine hatch. So basically, your job is to sprint straight upstairs and get both of these hatches, and all you're going to be doing with your time is defending this third floor and this upstairs from vert, right? So what I like to do is you're going to throw probably an impact right here, because it's going to let you play these main stairs, because you're basically just be playing third floor. So being able to play these main stairs is going to be really good, just to have an angle there. You can prep this window. I think that is a great thing. You can actually prep this window so you can jump out. But if you hold this, a lot of people just come up unsuspectingly, not expecting to hold this angle. It's a free kill. And then I would say you can also barricade this off so you can get a little sound cue, because people will try to push from this back master or bedroom master office side. So you barricade that, then you kind of just have this whole free roam to play. Before you actually play up here, you can go back down, and I would put your Wamai discs on this hatch right here, or this little drone hole, so it just helps Cade out a little bit more. Obviously the mute, spoiler, he's going to have a mute on this, so it's going to pair really well. But yeah, your job is to make sure Ram and all them cannot, you know, reach the second floor, and to, you know, help on blue stairs if it is needed and stuff like that. So your job as Wamai is going to be strictly to roam. Last up, we have Mute. So Mute's job, your job as Mute is going to be putting down your mute jammers, basically. So you're going to put one on this wine door just to help, you know, obviously they're going to be trying to get this Cade or Bandit on this red wall main breach. So having this is going to defend from the Twitch drones and Flores drones. But you're going to throw one over there. Then you're also going to throw another one by blue. This is just going to help Malusi hang blue more. And, you know, it just obviously is going to block the intel there. You're going to want to toss your next one up by this, by this drone hole. Is just going to help Cade or Bandit ball trick this so much easier, and it's just amazing. And then your last one, you have a choice. So your last one, you can either throw right down these main stairs, which is a good idea, but if you notice that they're running a Deimos, or they are going to run a Deimos, you can actually throw a mute right up here, because it is going to help your Wamai hold that third floor a lot better. Again, it is going to be very situational. It depends on yourself, because obviously the Wamai is very vital to holding this actual bomb site. So if you want to throw one up there, I would low-key do that. But if you want to just throw it on the main stairs, this is going to help Cade out. It's going to be, do you want to help Cade, or do you want to help Malusi? Or Wamai, sorry. Do you want to help Cade or the wall, or do you want to help Wamai upstairs? A lot of times, you know, you know, and higher elo, they will run a Deimos to try to roam clear up there, but you know, it is up to you, whatever side you want to go, but mute is very vital. Also, you know, if you want to, you can make the rotate instead of Cade, and then make like the head holes here to play the main stairs from wine. But your job as Mute is literally going to be holding these main stairs. So you're going to be crouched, just make sure you don't like peek up and die from the angle on the rock. You're going to just be holding these main stairs. You're going to have a shotgun, so don't get too aggressive as Mute here, because, you know, you can always fall back into other positions, but holding these main stairs is going to be pretty huge. You're going to have your Azami here, so you're going to be able to swing with the shotgun and the Azami, and it's going to make for a great pairing. But yeah, that is what you're going to do as Mute, and that is how to actually perfectly hold this basement on Chalet. For the next strat, we're going to be covering the basement on Clubhouse, so Church Arsenal Room. The operators you're going to need for this site are going to be, again, Azami. Then this one, you're going to want to bring a Cade. Then you're going to want to bring a Mira and a Vigil. And then lastly, you want to bring Jaeger. All right, so the first operator we're going to cover is Mira's job. So Mira is going to be setting up this church wall first. So the correct setup for this strat is going to be reinforcing the middle, and then it's basically just going to be like the normal one where you make feet holes here, and then you're actually going to make a little rotate leading in to this E-box in secret. So, okay, nice. So there's Mira. Mira's gonna set up this wall, and then she's gonna make a rotate right here out of little utility there. And then what she's gonna do is then you want to place it on your mirrors. So first one is gonna go here, obviously crouch height behind these boxes, obviously, just so you know you don't get shot by dirt. Your zombie's gonna end up throwing in a zombie on this ping, so you're gonna be protected even more. So basically your job is going to be just guarding this oil pit and then guarding the hatch and helping the guy who's gonna end up playing by the E-box. And then you're gonna throw, obviously this is gonna be reinforced, so we'll just act like this is reinforced. You're gonna throw your Mira on this middle thing right here, and then you're gonna make this a jump rotate. So obviously you can then contest it, but also if you do need to hit a little rotate, you're able to do that. But yeah, Mira, and then you know, for the rest of the site setup, she's gonna have a lot to do. But if you need to make feet holes here, you make feet holes here. If you need to make the holes there, you make the holes there. It depends on, you know, if your Cade has a shotgun or not. If you're Cade, obviously you're going to be running Cade for this setup, so you're going to be making holes here if Cade has like the SMG, and then down here. But obviously Cade, if he has his shotgun, is going to be helping with that. But yeah, for Mira, all you're going to do, again, like I said, is you're going to be playing on this Mira. So you're going to be giving the dude in here on, you know, the E-box calls from oil pit. You're going to be helping him with here, just adding extra support over on this side, and then you're able to, you know, contest dirt if you need to. All right, so the Cade, what he's going to be doing is, firstly, when the prep starts, you're going to be running over here to get this church triple wall. Obviously, just like the Mira setup, the Mira is going to toss this her Mira on this middle one. So all you're going to do is just kind of reinforce these two. If you want, you can make the jump rotate for her. It's really up to you. But Mira's going to place that down. Then you're going to want to make feet holes right here, just so you know you're able to contest it. Not too far, because you don't want people on main to be able to see like directly into side. I'm going to maybe it's a little too far, but you want to have this so if you know the dude on the Mira here wants to come out and contest this, he can. Then next you're going to toss a little reinforcement here. A lot of people do put the feet holes or the holes here just so you can see in front of the hatch. That's actually not the correct way to do it, because then if you have this side actually open, then they can just literally just totally just see you like from the hatch. So if they end up getting the hatch open, you don't want that. So actually you're supposed to reinforce this, make the holes here so you can kind of play behind this reinforcement to protect yourself a little bit more. Then obviously the hatches are going to be got. So first, your first Cade's going to go on this back arsenal hatch. So toss that there, make them burn the util, and then your other one is obviously gonna go on the moto hatch. So you're gonna actually have the Azami playing right here, because what they're gonna do is, I actually think this Cade really badly. I didn't mean to pick that up, but obviously your Cade's going to be up here. If they end up getting the Cade, which they probably will, your zombie's actually just going to play here and impact trick this. So hopefully the job is you want to get like 8 pellets or whatever, because it's to be 2 4s. So that's going to help you, because they're going to end up getting this kitchen hatch, and they're not going to be able to get much more after that. So that may, you know, open up moto hatch getting, you know, closed. Saying close, but yeah, Cade, that is your site setup, making the feet holes, reinforcing this, putting your Cades down. But then Cade's job for you during the round is going to be playing on this church Mira. So you're just going to be playing here passively and then aggressively if you really need to. But yeah, that's all you're going to be doing, and then you're obviously going to have people watching your backside, so you'll be good. Alright, so for the Azami, all you're going to be doing here is, first off, you're going to be reinforcing dirt. So you're going to run through dirt and get that going for your team. And basically all you're going to be doing is just tossing your zombies. Not much more than that. A lot of people are going to, you know, the Cade and Mira are going to be kind of packed with site setup. So if you need to help them, you know, communicate with them. If you need to reinforce stuff, you know, go right ahead. You also have your deagles, so if you do to make, you know, if you do need to make like the holes, you can. It's just up to you, you know, how much your Cade actually is going to do. But then basically your main thing is going to be throwing your zombie. So you're going to throw one Azami on these crates right here just to help Mira kind of do that. Then you're going to set up a gun rack, because once you get this breach, you want your ideal spot that you want to play is going to be right over here. Like contesting this, so you're gonna throw like an Azami here, And then you're gonna toss in his zombie right here, and then you can kind of play this, so you know, helping secret, but there's gonna be a lot of tension on secret. So if you need to play in like church or whatever, go right ahead. If you need to play like back, you're gonna probably end up playing this back arsenal because people are gonna push you out of dirt. So I wouldn't use too much of your zombies. I do like 2 here just in case you need to go there later in the round. I would toss another one. Honestly, from this point on, it's like wherever you want to play them, right? Because most of the time they're going to push you from dirt or whatever, so you're going to end up playing over here, and you're going to end up being, like I said, you're going to be the one actually impact tricking right here. So like when it goes down, you're going to go, oh, okay, let's impact trick. You're going to, again, your hope is to get 8 of these things, so it forces the Habana to like not be able to open one of the hatches and like get this one and then decide, you know, where you want to go. But your main objective is to have this, you know, hatch be closed, because then what you're able to do is you're actually able to just play on this dirt and play back arsenal, because this gun rack's going to help you and help you like guard from over there. But yeah, your job is to literally just kind of hold down this arsenal site. You're going to be watching dirt. You're going to be helping if you need to fight these angles. If you need to reposition back into church, that's totally fine, right? But yeah, a lot of these zombies, basically these are like the 3 zombies you need to do, because again, like if you're impact tricking and you're able to pop this, you're going to be able to just stay back in this back arsenal and just keep refilling these, because, you know, the people of dirt are going to, you know, mow through these. Honestly, they're going to mow through these, you know, crates of zombies. So just helping hold this is going to be basically your job. And basically a zombie, if you can't hold this, you can just play wherever. You're kind of like a flex person, so if you need to throw your zombies to like help you from a certain angle, go right ahead. But yeah, that is the zombie's job. All right, so next up we have our Jaeger. Our Jaeger is basically just going to be doing a lot of the miscellaneous stuff. So all you're going to be doing is obviously Mira is going to be, you know, making these rotates or whatever. Your job as Jaeger, I'm just going to say it, is going to be holding this E-box, holding secret, holding oil pit. And all you're going to be doing is just chucking your Jaegers here. You're going to put 2 back here, because a lot of people are going to try to flash you out. They're going to, you know, try to get this Mira here. So you're basically here to shield the Mira, plus play aggressive and get some picks and get some kills. So you're basically just going to be playing close. You're going to be playing this oil pit. You know, don't swing a ton, but you need to be a little bit aggressive, so, you know, you don't get swung by multiple people. But yeah, you're going to have your rotate here. You're going to have your rotate here. I'm pretty sure dirt can see you maybe a little bit. So if you want, your zombie could chuck one right here. That's going to shield you more from dirt, but at the same time, it's going to cut off this angle if this zombie does die or they are pushing this back arsenal, right? So I maybe wouldn't do that. If you feel more comfortable doing that, that's fine. But yeah, once you're going to throw these Jaegers, you can put all 3 there. It's kind of up to you. The next one I would put is I would put this one like right outside this main place, so you can like stick it like right in this back corner, because I think this will reach. I think so. Yeah, I mean, you could probably move this a little closer actually. So if you want to chuck this one like right here, I don't think they can't see it from here. So this is literally this Jaeger. You can chuck this one by you. You can chuck this one back here, because this is just gonna protect the Mira if you want some extra protection there. But yeah, basically after you chuck those down, you can check your utility. I have these on. I think he has barbed wire or bulletproof. I'd probably just run the bulletproof, put it wherever you need it to be. But yeah, you're gonna be shooting drones after you kind of set up. But basically your objective is to just hold this E-box and just help this Mira out, and stay here as long as you know, can, because obviously they can't see you from the hatch. Just be smart with where you're positioning yourself, be smart with your swings, and that is Jaeger. Big job here, but so put your like best guy here, or one of your best guys, because this is going to be a very big spot for someone to play. And last but not least, we have the Vigil. Now the Vigil, his whole point here is, first up, he's going to run up here and just get both the hatches. So he's going to get the kitchen hatch. He's going to like immediately book it upstairs, so you can get all 3. You're going to get this what is that, moto hatch, and then you're going to go ahead and get this secret hatch. You're going to get all 3 of these, because it's going to make all the, you know, the Habana, especially the secret hatch, because it's going to make the Habana actually have to use 4 pellets on it, which is going to be big, you know, for the pellet thing, because you're going to be impact tricking. So hopefully you want to like force them to pick what, you know, side, and like tactically stuff like that. So basically all your job is getting hatches, and then if you can like pick off any drones, that's all you're going to be doing in the prep phase. Now when the round actually starts, Your job is obviously you're going to be in the roam, you're going to be upstairs, you're going to be kind of lurking. It is up to you and your team to communicate how aggressive you need to be. Because if your team is totally doing their job and stuff like that, you do not need to be aggressive at all. You can literally just kind of sit in a corner and wait to go on the flank, see if you can get any free picks, anything like that, right? But if your team is down in numbers, you need to communicate with your team. You need to be like, okay, they're down in numbers, we're kind of getting over flustered, so let me, do I need to, kind of pull up here? Do I need to pull up kitchen side and kind of help defend that? Or do I need to, rotate more over here by like lounge and try to contest the secret hatch and stuff like that, right? So that is completely up to you. I would say try to go for more of a passive roam where you're not being super aggressive trying to get picks, where you're more kind of just sitting in a corner, making sure you're not getting tracked or anything like that, not droned out, and you're kind of just living. But make sure, it's up to your team. It's going to be kind of dependent on, what you need to do, but your job is to literally just kind of deny. It's not bad if your team can hold, because this setup is very strong. So if your team is holding it very well, be passive, then go on the flank. But yeah, like I said a million times, it is up to you. It is up to your team. You're just going to be, roaming wherever you want to roam. I would just say kind of just have that ghost pressure is very good. So yeah, vigil is going to be very vital to this. Obviously, if your vigil dies, it's not the end of the world. But if your vigil can get a pick or two, that is going to be huge. And that is going to be the best defensive strat for the basement on Clubhouse. All right, so the third and final defensive strat I have for you guys is going to be basement on a bank, basement lockers, basement CCTV. The operators you're going to need are going to be first up Mira, then you're going to need to grab a smoke. You also need a Cade, then you're going to grab a Wamai, and lastly you're going to need a Warden. All right, so the first defender we're going to be talking about for this basement strat is going to be Kaid Cade. So basically, all you're going to be doing is Cade the first second of prep phase, because this takes a long time. You're going to be running upstairs and getting all 4 of the hatches. You can communicate. Obviously, there's going to be a Wamai, so if you need to do that, you guys can get like 2 and 2. But yeah, basically, you're going to get the hatches. You're going to toss 1 on this hallway here. I don't know, like however you guys call it. But that hallway, and then you can toss your other one on CC, make them use the EMPs. Then your job is basically going to be holding this garage, because this is very big. I see a lot of people, actually reinforce this wall, but with Cade, you are also in the prep phase going to be making the lines of sight. So you're going to put a line of sight there. You're going to put a line of sight here. If you have the shotgun, communicate with your Mira, because if you aren't running the shotgun, I would. But if you aren't, then Mira's going to have to do this. You're going to put line of sight there in B, and then you're going to put you're actually going to put a jump rotate right here. That is going to allow, the dude in B to go vault if he needs to, or, push back. So you're going to do that, make these lines of sight, and then I would just honestly reinforce this, barricade this, and then this barricade is actually just going to be up. You're going to barricade this too. Obviously, someone else can do this, but you put the head holes here. It lets you kind of have that protection or whatever. But yeah, Cade, during the round, your job is to hold the garage. And why this is so key is because when you have these head holes here, you can make head holes here. Mira's going to make these. You can, whatever is best for you. But you're able to defend this CC like plant, because a lot of people are going to open this and they're going to try to plant with like a Monte, whatever. But you're going to be actually able to hold this area really well and like make a big impact on the round. So Cade, your job is to kill anybody that's coming garage. Hold out if you can. If you are going to die though, fall back, know your role, and reinforce this, because this is going to be huge. They might have the hatch open. If you can't reinforce it, it is what it is. But Cade, your job is to play in garage. Hopefully be here, get the kills, and be able to remain here till the end of the round so you can protect this A thing. But if you're gonna die, bro, and you know it, just literally reinforce this, because you don't want your Mira to just be like messed there and like have to deal with holding this Mira while this is open, because that's just impossible, right? So yeah, if you're gonna die and you know you're gonna die, just reinforce this. Play your life very carefully, because you are like having that open and dying in here is going to be huge loss for your team. So make sure you put a smart player on the Cade. All right, so next up, we're going to have the Mira. So Mira's job is basically, first off, okay, that was really bad. All right, so he's going to make lines of sight here for the Cade. The Cade's going to get that. If you want to, get the lines of sight there, that's totally fine. It is, it's literally just up to you guys for kind of the head holes and stuff like that. You're going to chuck your first Mira right here. And then you're gonna make this a jump rotate just in case you need to, you know, they're getting this backside and you need to push back. That's gonna be big. And then you're gonna want to hit a little rotate here. Basically, Mira's job in the prep phase is just setting up the site, you know, setting up over here. You can make this like a crouch one, walk one, literally what it's literally preference at that point. But that's what you're gonna do. And then I would say you can come over here, and this is gonna actually be reinforced, right? So someone's gonna get this wall, and obviously there's gonna be holes, the barricade's gonna be there. You're gonna chuck your second mirror here. I think this is very strong because this helps you play this kind of hallway really well. So you can make these head holes here because the smoke's gonna be playing here, so he's gonna be able to contest this, and then he can contest, you know, the garage if need be, and just kind of watch this hallway. Really great Mira right there. But yeah, Mira's job, your job is to bunker down right here in red hallway and just absolutely cold this. So your warden's actually going to be holding servers. So his job, I'm going to leak it early, is going to be literally just to waste the time. He's going to be sitting on the, you know, server stairs, sitting there wasting time for you. And then when that happens, you're going to be playing close. You're going to keep your C4. Don't waste your C4, because if you need to get it on the plant, if they're going to be trying to plant, obviously we're going to have the smoke there to like plant deny, but your C4 is still going to be very vital. So you're going to be holding this. Make sure you watch your vault. Make sure you watch the hatch drop. Again, if this Cade dies, you probably are going to want to risk your life and kind of put your life on the line to reinforce that if you can. But if you can't and you end up actually dying, fall back to B with smoke, or play this vault hatch and try to get them to drop and swing off that. But yeah, Mira, you're basically just playing red hall on your Mira the whole round. All right, so next up we have our precious smoke. So when the prep phase starts, you're going to be reinforcing this lockers little thing. Obviously, I said Cade makes the what's it called, the like stuff in sight, but honestly, smoke, if your smoke just wants to do it and like in the prep phase and doesn't want to, you know, do much. All right, next up we have smoke. So smoke is very vital. His prep phase is going to be kind of dependent on what Cade wants to do, right? But first, always you're going to get this lockers wall. This is where the mirror is going to go. It's going to help you just, you know, contest everything. You want to make head holes here. If you want to just make all the like rotates that, you know, Cade's supposed to, do it. You know what I mean? It's kind of whatever you want to do. If you have other stuff that you need to do it. Cade's only getting 2 hatches, so you can come down and do that stuff. But yeah, that's going to be the first order of business. I would chuck one of your barbed wires right on this main stairs, because obviously you're going to have this you know, barricaded, but you're gonna have the slits here, right? So you're gonna be in B contesting. So you're gonna be playing in B most of the round, right? So you can contest this, add the barbed wire, just a little sound cue, so it's like easier for you. And then I would chuck my second one right in CC, just like in the walk-in on the door. That's probably the best place for you to put it. You can put a little up, depends on what you want to do there. But yeah, that's basically gonna be Smoke's job. Making the head holes that Cade, you know, if he needs to make the Cade head holes, he's going to set up lockers and probably just have Smoke do this whole backside, and then Cade can make the head holes here if he needs to. But Smoke, that's all you're doing in the prep phase, right? Smoke's job in the actual round is going to be, I need to put this rotate here just so I can show you guys what you need to do. So basically, Smoke's job is basically plant denial. So you have your 3 smokes. You don't want to use these smokes until they are going for the plant or very late in the round on other places if they are not pushing there. Your job is playing B, so you're going to be contesting this, you know, stairs, these main stairs if you need to. If there's someone pushing there, if they get the vault hatch, you need to be kind of playing close here so you can, you know, contest the vault hatch. You know, you got to be close, you know, get the elevator hatch. It's very, Smoke is going to have to go through a lot, so I'd put a pretty solid player here. But basically, your job is to just hang around B, because when they go for the plant or they're trying to push in here, you are basically plant denial, your entry denial. You are very key. So this smoke, you cannot die. So don't be too aggressive, because your smokes are going to be very vital for these late rounds. You're using your 3 smokes. Make sure you use them wisely. Make sure you know the time. Make sure you do that. Smoke is very vital. Again, playing B, playing these backside, playing the hatch. If they get the hatches back here, if they're pushing here, you need to, you know, be able to fend these off. So put a good player on there. Your plant denial, remember that you are not supposed to be swinging a lot. And yeah, Smoke is very key for this for this defensive strat. So next up we have Warden. So Warden is in the prep phase. He's going to reinforce these 2 CC walls. He's basically going to set up where he's going to play by. So we're going to get both of these walls set up, right? You're going to probably want to, you can pop this hatch, probably pop this hatch here. And then that's basically all you're going to do. And then you're going to shoot drones for the rest of the prep phase. Not much for Warden on the site setup. Again, obviously, if they need you to reinforce stuff, if they need you to get hatches, do that. But it's pretty simple here for Warden. But Warden's job is actually one of the most important. So why you bring Warden here is you're going to be playing on these blue stairs. You'll be playing on these server stairs, and it's a very important job, right? Your job is to not swing. Really, unless you are in immediate super danger and you need to swing, your job is to literally just stall. It's literally to stall. You are going to be sitting in this corner. They're going to be flashing you out. You're literally just going to be kind of just sitting in this corner. If you want, you can bring a shield and put it like right here to help you kind of hold this area. But all you're going to be doing is sitting on these stairs, and you're going to be contesting and just making, you know, if you can get picks, is going to be a big thing. If you can get picks, it's going to be great. It's going to help your team a lot. But all you're doing is basically just stalling, trying to get picks, because this team is going to have to try so hard to push you out. That's why, you know, a lot of the time they bring a shield. So I would bring probably the C4 over the deployable. That's why you're going to have just the shotgun too. You don't want to run the MPX. If you run the MPX, it's going to be very bad for you, because you're going to be sitting here. They're going to be trying to push you. You're going to be able to swing close off this. If they stun you, warding glasses, that's why you have the warding glasses. If there's like a mountain coming down, shield, C4. So you're kind of packed here. A lot of time your warden is not going to survive in this position, but he is one of the most important, because wasting time and, you know, being able to get picks is literally all he's doing. Again, do not play super aggressive on this role. You are very important. It may not seem like it, because your life is just going to kind of get thrown away, but it's going to be in vain if you can play this correctly. But yeah, Warden, waste time, get picks, run the shotgun, you know, if you can get them in shotgun range, is probably your key and your bet and your best bet to win these fights, because you don't want to be just like swinging this wildly, right? You want to, you know, have them come close to you so you can come out, shotgun them, play with your warding glasses, play very smart. You are important. All right, so last, again, but not least, we have Wamai. Wamai has a very important role. Basically, all you're going to do is, for the prep phase, you are actually going to be going up and playing, or you're going to be playing upstairs, right? So you're going to be getting both 2 hatches. You're going to be splitting them with Cade, right? So, you know, how you divvy them up is up to you, but you can probably just get these 2 by sight. And then you need to, basically, before you ascend to the 3rd floor, because you're going to be playing 3rd floor, make sure you have both of these Wamais, because there's probably going to be Ash upstairs playing. So make sure you hide these Wamais good. You can literally just throw them here, get 2 Wamais. Beautiful work. They're going to scoop this up, keep this mirror alive. Yeah, make sure you put down your Wamais. And then, you know, you can run Jagger. You can run Jagger too. I just think Wamai is better, because you can play the ACOG upstairs, and it's going to be probably a little bit smoother. But basically, you're going to be playing 3rd floor, making them roam clear you. So you're going to pop this hatch, because this is going to help you contest this hatch a little bit better. It's going to apply a lot of ghost pressure. But yeah, basically, you can be like as passive or aggressive as you want. It's really up to your team. It's a lot like the vigil on Clubhouse. You know, if you need to be aggressive, you need to be aggressive. If you need to, you know, if you can play a little bit more passive, you can play a little more passive and not let them know you're up here, right? So your job is to basically kind of aid this warden in a way. It's going to be really where they're pushing. If they have a lot of troops in server, you can literally just come up here, and this hatch is going to be open, right? So we'll open it so you guys can kind of just see better. If they're trying to, you know, force this warden out, and they're not really paying attention in the open area and trying to get those hatches, you can come over here and just, if you are playing passive, they might not know you're up here, you know what I mean? So, you know, you can get the kills, free kills here, help this warden out. Obviously, he probably is going to get just like absolutely bonkered, so helping him is very huge. If you want to, but again, you know, you can contest these hatches. You're basically just up here roaming as like a ghost pressure. It's gonna kind of like be like the vigil role again, like I said on Clubhouse. But contesting the hatches again, like later in the round, if you're playing very passive and they don't really know where you are, you're gonna be going on flanks. Even if you're passive or aggressive, you know what I mean, you're gonna be trying to contest the server. You can contest the main stairs, go back down there, you know, if they, you know, get K'd or whatever, you can push down main stairs, help over there, and relieve some of that pressure because smoke is going to be under a lot of it, right, in that Mira. So Wamai has a very versatile role. You can play it a lot of different ways. It's really up to you, but mostly the big thing is you're going to need to be roaming. You're going to need to be good. You're going to need to at least try to get a pick or two while you were on the roam. So like make a presence, make your presence known, make your ghost pressure known, so you can really affect and help hold this great strat for bank. But yeah, it's going to be all for today's video. If you are going to run any of these strats or you liked what you see and you are watching until the end, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. My Twitch is linked down in the description if you ever want to come by. I stream a lot of nights. I stream a lot of nights usually, so if you want to pop by over there, I would very greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something and you can put these into your ranked games and help you guys, you know, win rounds because they're guaranteed every time. Guaranteed 100% win rate for all of these. But yeah, I hope you guys again enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.